Alright guys, welcome back. It's been a little crazy getting content for videos right now. I'm still cleaning up the engine for the Dakota swap, and now I have the BEW engine out of the Chevy back from getting new rings on it. So it's just getting a new oil pan sealed on tonight. I hate trying to get these things to seal up, so I really prefer to do it upside down. The plastic shroud underneath just leaks oil onto the seal while you're trying to put it together, so this is definitely the best way to do it. But anyway, we got a brand new set of rings and bearings in the front and rear seals. Nothing too crazy, but it's back to pretty much brand new stock form. The head already had new cam and new bearings in it, so at this point we're just going to button it back up, but we got some goodies to go back in since we had time with this down. We're going to try out, this is still a pretty small turbo, it's a GTC 1549, so it's basically out of the newer TDIs, but this thing is good to, I think it should hold 30 pounds of boost, so we are going to mate it up to this manifold and get that on there. And I also got, let's see, where are they at over here, a set of PD 150 head bolts for an ARL. So with that, we are going to be seeing how much fuel these stock BEW injectors can put out. I have a set of BHW injectors we might try later on, but for now, that's what we're looking at. We're going to get that all buttoned up, and that should be a lot more. I don't know exactly how much to expect, but I would guess we're going to get at least another 40 horsepower out of this thing. Maybe not 200 horse, but getting a lot closer to it, which should make the Chevy a lot more fun on the highway. So that's pretty exciting. And the other thing we got while we got this thing apart is a new torque converter. I had been talking a lot in the videos about how that 1200 RPM stall in the stock converter just does not give it enough RPM for even the stock turbo, or even the VNT 15 to get any kind of boost. Now, this GTC 1549 will make boost faster than the VNT 15, but I still just don't know if it's going to be enough to really get this thing moving how we want it to. So this is a 1600 to 1800 RPM stall converter, which should slip right into boost level. And this is about what comes factory on, like if anybody does a Jeep Cherokee with the automatic with the AW4, that's exactly what's in my Dakota, what we'll be swapping into that. It's basically the stock stall for that converter and that tranny. So being that that's worked well for a lot of people, I think this should do well in the Chevy as well. It's not like it's going to get it to full spool RPM, but we're also not trying to build a drag car here, so it should work pretty well. But anyway, we're gonna get this thing all put back together, get it in the Chevy, and see what all this stuff does to just make it even better, which it's going to be pretty hard to beat because it was pretty fun to drive to start with, even burning oil with bad rings. Oh, and I guess I didn't even get into that. We found one cylinder, the number 4, the back cylinder, had a cracked oil ring. Like a whole chunk was missing, almost like 3/4 of an inch of the oil ring, to the point that the um, the the spring or whatever you call it inside the ring. I'm not too big on machine piston ring terms and everything, but that spring inside of the oil ring was rubbing on the cylinder wall, and it still did not affect it at all. The cylinder walls were so good that we decided not to even hone them. They are like just perfect. So anyway, that the cause of that is still unknown. There are some marks on that piston, like maybe valves contacted it at one point, but there's no indication of the valves in the head having any issues. And um, it was running fine. I mean, I know that we were getting that fourth cylinder to pick up once it warmed up, so I don't know. Unfortunately, we just don't know the history on the engine, but I don't even really know how, if it for some reason lost the timing belt, causing the valve contact. I still don't know how that would have caused the oil ring to be cracked and missing a chunk of it or worn clear off. So there's just a lot of unknowns about what caused the issues with this thing, but we have it back together and it's pretty close to new, so that is pretty exciting. So I'll post up some older videos of this thing, how well it was running even with that bad cylinder. And yeah, just looking forward to what this thing does with a new turbo, some more fuel, and this stall converter to really get it into peak boost range whenever you're trying to take off. It should be able to light the tires up pretty well. We'll see what happens. So anyway, I can't tell you for sure if I'll be working on a Chevy video next or a Dakota video next. We'll just have to see how it goes. But we'll be working on this for sure. So thanks for watching.